This was your old neighborhood?
Yeah. When I moved out when I was young, I moved to this side of town with a friend, and my mom lived out this way too with the drug dealer. It's kind of funny. I remember the specific moment where I said that I was gay. I was 12, I think, and I was in a house not far from here, maybe like a mile down the road, a little tiny duplex, listening to a mixtape. You know, my mom had been out for a few days on a binge. I was by myself, and I was listening to Heart and Tori Amos, you know. So I went to a neighbor's house and asked to borrow their phone book. True story. This is back before Google. So I borrowed their phone book and I looked up gay. And the only thing under the gay and lesbian page was Affirmations, Gay and Lesbian Community Center in Ferndale. I'm like, where the hell is Ferndale? So I remember that next Saturday, I just walked, you know, a couple miles up to 8 Mile and hitchhiked all the way down to like Livernois. I got off at 8 in Livernois and walked Livernois up to 9 Mile. And went to Affirmations, and it was at the old building, and so there were, God, it was so 90s. This was like 95, and it was so my so-called life. You know, everyone's out there in combat boots, smoking, laughing under the red awning, and I'm like, wow, this is heaven. This is where I belong. Yeah. That was my first experience with Affirmations, and I didn't leave after that. And so I wanted to go to the place that grounded me the most, and that was Affirmations. So I became a volunteer. I was like, okay, I'm going to go to grad school. I'm going to work on my relationships with my mother, and I'm going to go back to Affirmations, because that has been the one constant source of positivity, of connection, of just stability in my life. So I became a volunteer in like 2009, as soon as I moved back. And then shortly after, you know, volunteering, John Fitzgerald put out an email that they were hiring for, you know, someone to do advocacy type work, organizing. It's like, hey, you know, I've been doing that for years. This sounds great. Not even thinking about it. You know, I applied. I didn't even, you know, think that I would get the job, or, you know, I just out of sight, out of mind. You know, I was like, well, I'm volunteering. That's enough. But it would be cool to apply. So I applied. You know, 2 days later, John called me in for an interview, second interview. Then I get a call that I got the job, and I was, you know, calm and professional. I was like, yeah, of course. See you Monday. And then I get off the phone, and I just started crying. I looked at Carrie Ann. And not crying because I got a job, you know, I had a cool job. But I was crying because it was like I was making a full circle in my life. Like, things were coming together. I knew that I was exactly where I was supposed to be in my life.
Say to someone that didn't even know you, and you find out they've been given money to Affirmations, or time and commitment to Affirmations for 25 years?
Well, first I would say thank you. Sorry. I would say thank you for donating to such an incredible organization, a community center where people can go and feel safe. I know that there are a lot of community centers across the state now doing amazing work, but this one saved my life, really, saved my life. I was on my way out, meaning I wanted to die. And then I found hope by going to Affirmations. I didn't feel as alone and isolated. So I want to say thank you, and I also want to say that please continue to show your support and, you know, give financially to Affirmations, because I'm not the only person who has gone through this. People are still going through this every day. I see people like me.
And I didn't pay you to say that.
No, Dave Garcia did not pay me to say that. There are real tears. I'm not an actress.